Heyo! Welcome one, welcome y'all. This is Morgan Zanen and we are back. Alright, as always, a few things before we get started. Internet update. So I haven't received my Starlink yet, so we're still on the shitty internet. And the internet forecast is not looking great for tonight. So please do let me know if if frame rate is terrible, if it keeps, breaking up, and we'll just call it a night and wait for Starlink to make everything better, which hopefully it will. Now then. Oh yeah, I'm going yes, you might have noticed that this is not the usual setup. You can actually see behind me the place where the magic usually happens. With my PlayStation here. Tonight we are playing Ever Crisis. I'll say more on that in a second. What this means is that I'll be streaming directly from my computer. So new setup, so probably tons of, if there's mistakes to be made, I have a pretty great track record of making sure that I do make them. So yeah, expect some even more technical issues and shit that I hadn't thought of tonight. Let me know if anything is absolutely terrible and we'll fix it. Alright. Ever Crisis, my friend. What the fuck is Ever Crisis? So we've been playing on this here channel both the original Final Fantasy VII game that came out in '97 and then the remake that came out just a few years ago, right? And you know that one of the things I get super excited about is that remake is not a literal remake. It's not just a game with new graphics and a new combat system. It's actually, in-world there is an explanation for what the fuck is going on. It's not exactly the same story. And even, as early as we are in the games, we've already seen, places where the two storyline diverge. So, that's exciting. And one of my main, goals is to really dive deep into that shit and compare the games and, try and figure out what the fuck is going on, make some predictions for Rebirth, all of that. Now, loads of people know that the two main Final Fantasy VII games are not the exact same story. What a lot of people missed, though, is that there's actually a third version of it called Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and it was released just last year, so a few months ago, on mobile originally. A Steam version, the one that we'll be playing tonight, was released just a couple of months ago, something like that. And hey Zoshkaria, hey, thank you for being here. I hope tonight's gonna work out about okay, but I'm not too optimistic because of the internet and the new setup. But hey, we'll see, maybe things will go better than expected. You never know. So Ever Crisis came out on mobile. It is a gacha game, so just in case you what is a gacha game? It is, fun fact that I learned very recently, gacha, that word actually comes from, it's the word that those machines make, those things where like you put in coins and hit a lever and then you get toys out of it, which is sort of a big deal in Japan, but we also have them in France, and I don't know if you've got them wherever you're from, but in France they're kind of shit, and my understanding is that in Japan some of them are really cool with actual toys that you might want, rather than the shitty things we usually get in in supermarkets in France. But anyway, that's what the word gacha means, and broad strikes, a gacha game is usually free. The game itself is free, and then the way development is financed is through in-app purchases that work through a gacha system. So essentially, there is a currency that's typically, you can either earn it by playing the game or by spending real money, and then you get the same or equivalent currency, and then you just spend that currency by trying to get something with a randomness to it. So depending on the gacha game, this could be different characters, this could be gear, this could be spells, skills, skins, fucking anything, right? And they have kind of a bad rep, or at least, in my mind, I had a very negative outlook on gacha games, even though I did get pretty addicted to one years ago. Guess what franchise it was a gacha game of? Final Fantasy! Yes, it was Final Fantasy Record Keeper, and you don't want to know how long I spent on that game, or even how much money I spent. But in my defense, I was young, it was the first time I had, a paycheck, and I was like, fuck it, it's my money! So yeah, I did spend real money. Anyway, Ever Crisis is one of those games, so when it came out, actually even before that, my brother The year was 2023, and we are somewhere in Dordogne, in France. And my brother was, you know, he just, like, saw it pop up on his phone or whatever, that this Final Fantasy game was about to come out. And he was like, oh, have you heard about this? And my honest answer was, yes, I have, but it's a fucking gacha, so I'm keeping well away from that shit, man. I'm not doing that shit again. And then, you know, I got curious again, and I sort of read up on it a bit. And I realized that it was, so, the game is, like, co-developed by Applebot, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that studio's name. It's not just in-house Square Enix. But, you know, it is, like, you do have Nomura and Kitase and the rest of the gang, like, up there in the credits. And Nomura said, it's actually kind of like the tagline for the game, that Ever Crisis was another possibility for a remake. Hey Loom Loom! Welcome! How are you, man? I'm so glad you're here. I hope tonight's gonna be okay-ish. I'm very worried about the internet, hopefully for the last time. I don't know when I received a better internet thing. But anyway, we'll see what gives. Also, new setup. I'm so happy you're good and I'm so happy you're here. Thank you! You're the best, Lumiere. Thanks for always being here. I'm fucking great. I'm excited as always before one of these. And yeah, I hope we'll have fun! And not too many internet troubles! We shall see! What was I saying? Yes, so Nomura-san said that Ever Crisis was another possibility for a remake. Now, why does that get me so excited? Well, essentially, what I understand that is saying, you know, if 7 is one universe, and then 7 Remake is some sort of parallel universe, and there's some reasons behind that, then Ever Crisis is just a third version of it. So essentially, in my quest to really deep dive and fully understand what's going on with those slightly different stories, it only made sense for me to actually, you know, download Ever Crisis and give it a spin. And then, you know, I know, fucking twist right now, guys. I fell in love with the fucking game. I love it. I'm completely fucking addicted. I've been playing it since day one. I haven't spent a single cent, and I do plan on keeping things that way, but I've definitely spent several hours on it. Anyway, so there's a whole game, and if you've ever played a gacha game, then you probably can imagine the sort of content that there is. There's a lot of content, they keep adding new content all the time, and you know, it is very grindy, but it is not, you know, this is not even criticism on my part, it's just, it's a gacha game, it's supposed to be grindy, and you're supposed to be able to just spend essentially infinite time just playing the game. But there's a lot more than that, because there's a whole lot of story. There's a story mode, and the funny thing too is that it's not just Final Fantasy VII itself, like the main game. As it is now, there's already 3 storylines that they're working on and releasing, you know, on a per chapter basis. So there's the original 7 game, that's what we'll be diving in tonight. Then there's Crisis Core, the main prequel that was originally released on PSP, and then a remake was made for the PlayStation very recently. And then there is First Soldier, that is essentially a brand new storyline that takes place 18 years, or thereabouts, before the main events of the game, and that features our pal Sephiroth, has a younger, you know, dude with shorter hair and less existentialness about him, although he was already pretty intense. We'll definitely play all of it on stream eventually, I'm sure, but tonight I want to focus on Final Fantasy VII. That's about it. I'm almost at the point where I shut up and start the game. But again, I just really want to emphasize that what we're going to be doing here is just like a playthrough based, you know, we're only going to be looking at the story mode, and there's a whole, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The game is huge, it's been keeping me very busy, there's a lot to do that's not, you know, story content is just part of it. If you have any questions on the game, you know, in general, or anything, please do feel free to ask in chat, and I'd be happy to reply. I feel like I should say that I'm not getting any money for this, so Square Enix, please, like, fucking pay me, because, you know, I'll do it for free. Like, I mean, I'm doing it for free. What am I saying? That's not how you get paid. I'm just saying, you know, I may sound like a total fanboy, but that's because I am. But it's not. There is no money changing hands for now. Anyway, I'm sure we'll get there, right, Square Enix? Anyway, yeah, one last thing. I know it's like the third last thing, but don't worry. So unlike the other two games where so for 7 Remake, it's literally my first playthrough that I'm doing with you guys on stream. So of course I was starting from the start. With the OG 7, I also started a new, save file, so we just started from scratch. What we're gonna do now, since it is, it's a different kind of game where you actually, you have an account and you keep progressing on your account and, accumulating stuff, weapons and shit, either through pure skill, like in my case, or by spending real-life money, which is something I don't do. But anyway, I'm actually going to be using my save, my account tonight. So that means that most of my characters are max level, I've got ridiculous weapons and shit. Again, I've been playing since day one and been a little obsessive with it, I must admit. So yeah, there's let's say the combat sequences will not be thrilling at all. They'll actually be pretty boring, and I expect I'll be just one-shotting most things. Please do not think that this is how the game is in general. It can be extremely challenging. As a free-to-play player, I do not clear everything just yet. I'm quite close, and I do believe that with even more... Anyway, spending even more time, I feel like I could clear everything, but that's not the way to. Hey, yo, Krieger! Thanks for being here, mate. You guys are the fucking best. And you showed up at just the right time, because I'm almost done, Do not be sorry. The only thing you missed was me rambling on and on. As I tend to do at the beginning of those things. One thing though, I said it before, but I'm saying it again. You guys, please let me know if the internet is acting up, because I'm blinder than usual since I'm not on my PlayStation. I can usually kind of monitor what you guys see, but tonight I can't do that. So if it just keeps breaking up, please let me know. And if it really gets too bad, we'll just kill it for tonight and wait for a better occasion. So let me know. Let me know if it's not smooth, if frame rate is bad. Please do let me know. Alright, so tonight we'll be playing the Final Fantasy story. Yes, again, for the third time, but it's not the exact same story. And as usual, we'll super deep dive into the differences between the three versions. The fights will be easy peasy, that's just because I'm using my team and I've been fucking going mental with this game since it came out several months ago. That's not what the game usually is. I'm just saying, if watching me play tonight, you figure you want to give the game a go. My honest recommendation as a friend would be don't if you like your real life, but also, as a Final Fantasy nerd, absolutely do it, because it's fucking amazing, and what you'll be seeing tonight is not representative of the whole game at all. There's a whole fucking lot more. There's a lot more story-wise, there's a lot more content and battle content-wise, and normally, battles are challenging, it's just that tonight we'll be fucking bulldozing it because we're using my team. Alright, I think that's enough of me. If y'all are ready, let's go. No, final thing. Sound balance. I've been testing it this afternoon, but please let me know if you want my voice to be louder or my voice to be quieter. I want you guys to hear the music. And also, one thing, I'm not completely sold out. I can criticize this game. One thing I don't like about it is that the sound effects are extremely loud, in my opinion. I also think I'm kind of sensitive to that, because even in OG 7 I had to tune it down a lot. But it's even worse in Ever Crisis, so I've already preset it to fairly low. And the sad thing is that the voice acting, which is all in Japanese, is tied to the sound effects, so we won't be hearing the voices very well. Please let me know if this bugs you, if the sound effects are too loud, or if you'd like them to be louder. Anything regarding sound balance, we can tune together, so please let me know. And without further ado, let's play the motherfucking game, yo! Alright! Let's go! You should be seeing this beautiful intro screen right now. And let's go. There's what you see here, the little, what do you call it? Enter and well, there's only enter for now, but you can basically see the keys that I'm supposed to hit. That's only on they look weird to me because I've been mostly playing on my phone. These are not in the phone version, obviously, where you just actually tap your screen. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. It's just the game looks even better on mobile, kind of, if that makes any sense. Yes, one final thing. No, I think we're good this time for real. Plus, again, since fights are going to be completely fucking boring, throughout the night, we're on for 3 hours. we should have plenty of time to discuss and for me to, you know, explode with the other love that I feel for this game. That was extremely long, wasn't it? I'm getting worried now. Internet, please! Not tonight! Okay, shit. Of course it would show up on Ares being in a swimsuit. Yes, I did actually choose that wallpaper. Shut up, okay? Don't judge me! Alright. I've been single for a very long time when I started playing this game. Hey, look! Here's Tifa in, I don't know if you recognize it. This is actually, oh my god, this is so cool. So, her outfit right there is from a crossover event with Final Fantasy IX, and she's actually doing a cosplay of Amaranth, the monk guy from Final Fantasy IX, which is my absolute favorite outfit for her. This here is Lucia. If you guys have played 7 and you're like, I don't recognize her, that's normal. That's because she is from First Soldier. So, like I told you guys, here we'll go into story mode. There's actually 3 different stories being released, you know, on a per chapter basis in Ever Crisis right now, and they plan on adding more later, including Before Crisis. And Before Crisis is another prequel that's not Crisis Core, that is centered on the Turks. I think it's just Elena, Rude, and Reno, but I might be wrong about that, because it never came out in the Western world. And it was a phone game that was fucking ages ago, man. Like, you know, long before phone games were mainstream. And I wanted to play that game so bad, so bad. When I got my first cell phone, my parents let me choose, like, which, you know, service provider I would use. And I actually chose it based on, based on that, sort of. Where, like, I knew it was tied to Vodafone, and I knew that SFR, one of the French service providers, had ties with Vodafone. So I asked them to get me that, just, you know, on the off chance that this very game would come out in Europe. It never did, but if Ever Crisis lives on for long enough, and I think they're doing really well so far, so I'm very hopeful, we'll finally get a translation and a port of that story. So yeah, super exciting. And then everything else in the 7 universe, Dirge of Cerberus. Do you say Dirge or Dirge? Dirge? Like the song for dead people? The Dirge? I don't know. Dirge of Cerberus. I hear they'll even do Advent Children. Everything in the 7 universe will be ported to Ever Crisis eventually, unless they need to stop service at some point. But again, fingers crossed that won't happen. I think so far they're happy about it, so. And yes, there's Chocobo farming in it. But I shut up for the opening. Morgan, this is the 3rd time we've watched the same opening. I know, that's the whole point of this channel, guys. Look, it's Ares. Get down here, Merc. Alright, how was that? I mean, in terms of, what do you call it? Smoothness, frame rate. It was terrible, wasn't it? It kept breaking up. I think it kept breaking up. Fucking hell. Let me know if it's, you know, horrendous. Alright. You thought we'd be playing the game. You were wrong. We're gonna talk about it for hours. So, you know, that was exactly, man, Krieger, that's exactly what it is. Look at this, I showed it to you actually when you were asking earlier. That's what I should have told you. It's the game I was showing you when we were at Lionel's. But yeah, look at those fucking graphics, y'all. This is, man, it makes me... yeah, me too, man, I love it. It's, you know, they really managed to keep the spirit of OG, but then it looks fucking perfect, right? Like, it's smooth as fuck, but still there really is that, I don't know, you know, they managed to keep the spirit of the original graphics. I love it. It is the perfect halfway between the two. And so, yeah, this is the, so as you'll see, there are several different kind of like, you know, artistic vibes with Ever Crisis, and this is only one of them, this halfway between OG and remake. But yeah, it makes me so fucking happy. And look, there's no... Why do you keep obsessing over this, Morgan? I don't know, okay, it just happens. You can't see the material. Even Cloud is going like, what the fuck, man? Alright, about that opening. So obviously they've reused the assets from Remake, even more than the assets. I think it's essentially just the Remake opening edited down. And, you know, like, as they should have, like, it would have been stupid not to. However, you know, do not believe that what we just watched was just Remake's opening. There's already one very noticeable difference. It's not very noticeable at all. It is subtle as fuck. But you might have, you know, you might remember from the opening of Remake that when we see Aeris, like, in her little, like, dark alley thing, before she runs off into the street and then, you know, gets bumped into and loses her flowers and stuff, there's this very quick sequence in Remake where she kind of goes like, and she looks toward the back of the alley, and there's this little ominous whooshing noise that we hear, like, and they chose to cut that. And I do not believe that, you know, I think this is important. I think it's worth mentioning. Why? Because I believe, so, you know, in Remake, the whole reunion thing, the whole, what seems to be at the center of the whole knot, right, is, you know, part of it are those weird shadowy figures that keep on attacking Aeris that seem related to Sephiroth somehow. So definitely at the center of everything. And my personal take on that tiny sequence in the Remake's opening is that was already, what that whooshing noise we hear, and Aeris freaking out a bit, that was actually those weird shadowy figures that are related to Reunion, whatever the motherfuck Reunion is, right? And that does not seem to have made the cut in Remake, in Ever Crisis. So, you know, there's something there. Now, about the dialogue, we've only had the, you know, get down here, Merc line for now. I'm sorry I spoke over it when there was Barrett's original voice actor saying it in Japanese. I'm sorry, that was shitty of me to do. And you won't hear them a lot because, again, I tuned down the VFX, but never mind that. Right now, it looks like the dialogue is the exact same as Remake, right? Let's go. Look at those. I fucking love those graphics! I have this open in a sec. Keep an eye out, Wedge. You got it! The reactor's just up ahead. Time to earn your keep, rookie. Never thought we'd have a soldier on our side. It sure is something else, considering Shinra employs soldier, and we're Shinra's enemy. But he quit Shinra. He was in soldier, now he's with us. Cloud, was it? I'm Biggs. And this here is, I'm not interested in names. Once this job's done, we're done. Right. Well, let's get to it then. Again, just a second here. This is actually closer to OG dialogue than it is to remake dialogue, but it's not exactly OG either. It is in between. And again, you know, right off the bat, first dialogue, we see that it is a third version of it. Extremely close, but not the exact same. We're neither playing, you know, the same story as OG, nor the same story as remake. This is its whole new thing. This is fun! Open Sesame. I don't believe she said that in either version. The hell, Jesse? Our target is the reactor core. You all know the plan. Right, yep, roger that. Don't think I trust you just yet, Merc. Alright, that shot we had in each one of the 3 versions. You know, the camera just pans out. And in OG, you know, like, Cloud was really super fucking standing out. Hey sis! Hello! Thank you so much for being here! Oh shit. Say too much excitement! Thanks for being here, sis. I love you and you're the best. Thank you so much for your support. It is extremely appreciated. Oh shit, thanks, Krieger. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see, where am I going to move myself? I just fiddle with the position of the camera when next they talk so that we don't do that again. But thank you so much, Krieger. Yes, feedback, yes! You guys are the best. Alright. I just need to remember to do it. Yes, for real this time, I'm actually not going to bug you all with, you know, like, super fucking exploring everything, because, once again, since we're... No, man, don't be sorry, you know, I'm a poor Frenchie too, I'm poorer than you, mate, you're rich as fuck, don't give me that. But, yeah, no, it's fucking brilliant. Also, y'all, you know, not just Krieger, but y'all are very welcome to speak French in chat. As long as the community doesn't mind, and you know, so far the community is mostly French. Thanks for being here, Loom Loom, and like, you know, I will absolutely translate if anything in chat in French is I feel, you know, important that it be translated. You know what I'm saying, is that, like, please feel free to speak in French, I just reply in English, I hope you don't mind, but no problem at all, especially if it's for, like, feedback like you just did, Krieger, it's absolute fucking godsend, please keep them coming, in French or English, or, fucking Esperanto. I don't speak Esperanto, please keep it in French or English. Alright! I'm excited! Sorry, I need to remember also to, like, move my cursor away. You'll let me know if I leave it in the middle of the screen, it's annoying. Alright, so for now it's okay. Oh, it's when the, like, dialogue thing is on the top right. We'll see. I'll just try and keep it on my mind that the low camera shit might be an issue. As soon as I've got the internet fixed, I think my next big, you know, improvement for the channel will be trying to split the screen and have the camera actually outside of the whole, you know, what do you call it? Well, screen, you know what I'm saying, like, just have it on the side and then the chat beneath it. We'll work on that later for the Let's Play Ever Crisis! Yay! This is fun! Alright. Patrol just up ahead. Couldn't make it easy for us, huh? Over there. Alright, this is going to be our first fight in Ever Crisis. Yeah, like, don't blink, y'all, because it's going to be extremely fucking quick. Now's your chance to show me what you can do. Oh, did I wanted to dress up Cloud so that he actually was wearing the right clothes. I think I forgot to do that. We'll do it for the next chapter, it's alright. And I need to really quickly turn, like, full speed. Sorry, I'm just mumbling now. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Alright, this is what fights look like. And, you know, as expected, they just fucking one-shotted everything. But this is what I was saying about, like, there's so many different kinds of art in the same game. Where, so, there's the, when you actually, you know, walk through a dungeon or an instance, it's this, I fucking love it, halfway between OG and 7. And then the fights are actually using Unreal and you know, everything from Remake, so it looks, you know, like this, like fucking modern 3D shit. And I love it. I know some people have been a bit thrown off by that, by the fact that there are so many different art styles mixed together in the same game. I personally, I dig it. I think they've done a wonderful job with it. And again, I just love the fucking dungeon, you know, level layout, fucking whatever hybrid, you know, that thing that just is so fucking beautiful. Also, last time I make any reference to this tonight, I promise. Look, they could not put the materia here because the whole, you know, the materia system has been completely reworked for Ever Crisis. I totally understand why technically it was, you know, they figured there's probably like 4 people on Earth who would notice, so fuck it, let's just not make the materia appear like it did in Remake. That's alright, you guys, I get it. Yo, you've been in a reactor before, right? Sure, when I worked for Shinra. Yeah, I bet you were a real company man. People in this city depend on the Mako flowing through this planet. Every day, using more and more. But they don't know what it is they're really doing. Do you? They're bleeding the planet dry! Shinra take every last drop of Mako from the planet if they could. And this pile of scrap they call a Mako reactor is what lets them. I'm not here for a lecture. Let's just do it. Grunts in French. So again, that dialogue is very much halfway between the one we got in OG and the one we got in Remake, which is interesting. And you know, we could. So yeah, chests are going to be open, which is a good news for you guys. Like, we're not going to be just fucking walking around in circles like maniacs for hours like we usually do in the other 2 games, right? Right? Yeah, probably way too early to start theorizing about, well, anything. But let's just play that game, right? Assuming that the multiverse or whatever the fuck is going on with these games is some sort of continuum, right? Or at the very least that there's, you know, some sort of distance that you could define between the universes. So far we seem to be getting clues that Ever Crisis's universe, Ever Crisis's timeline, call it what you want, falls in between OG and Remake, which, you know, could have interesting, when we start figuring out what the fuck Reunion is all about, this could kind of clue us into where we're gonna go with Ever Crisis story-wise. But we'll see. We will see, my friends. I'll secure our escape. Thanks, Wedge. You're the man. Are we really going to blow this thing up? Sure is big. We get this. Again, with the level design, you know, they tried and made it exactly the same while still different. It's fucking brilliant. And yes, Rishan, I love it. You know, I was kind of mumbling when we were playing OG about how I personally think I prefer the original Uematsu version to the remake remaster. Again, the remake music is amazing, but it's just, you know, the original is just so fucking perfect already, and I really like this here version. It's just, you know, a bit modernized, but you can definitely, like, it is definitely the original tune. I fucking love it. 7's, you know, OST in general is just such a fucking, you know, it's perfection, man. It's, this game's, yo! Sorry, alright. Getting the code to this door wasn't easy. It cost us. It cost us some good friends. It'll cost us more than that if we let this reactor keep draining the life from the planet. Hey, you're awfully quiet. No opinion on the matter? Not really. Why should I care? What? The planet's dying, man! You telling me that doesn't move you? I just want to get this job done. No need to get involved further than that. Grunts in French. Yeah, music-wise is one of the things where OG is just can't beat that. All done. Nice work, Jesse. We're almost there. Oops, sorry, that was Barrett. I didn't give him the Barrett voice. So I thought we'd get much further, you know, story-wise in Ever Crisis than we did in either OG or Remake. Because as you can see, it is same story, but there's a lot less dialogue, right? Which, again, it makes sense that they would, you know, cut down on it some. But actually, we've been live for, what, over 30 minutes, and we're not even past chapter 1 yet. So I'm not even sure we're gonna get this far. It's whatever. We're having a good time, aren't we all? Also, about Cloud's clothing, Cloud's attire. I'm sorry, y'all. I meant to... So you can... Sorry, let me wind up a bit. So there's, you know, like the clothes they're wearing is one of the things, right, that you can change in Ever Crisis. And like OG, where you only change accessories. And what Cloud's wearing right now, I don't know if you can recognize it. Maybe you, bro, I think if anyone in this here chat can recognize it, it's probably you. It's kind of, alright, non-trivial. It's actually a cosplay for Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. Which obviously it doesn't make any, I mean, Cloud should be wearing his like regular soldier outfit, which I can actually make him wear. I can keep the stats of my fucking amazing Zidane cosplay thing and still make it appear as though he's wearing the clothes that he should be wearing at this point in the game, which I absolutely will, starting from next chapter. I'm sorry, I made a mental note to myself to try and do that for immersion, y'all. Immersion's important. But I totally forgot with the excitement and all that. But yeah, still though, that way you can see this. I fucking love those little outfits they're making for Ever Crisis. So I don't actually know if there are outfit options in Remake, but I definitely I'm pretty positive that even if there aren't as many in Ever Crisis as there are in Remake as there are in Ever Crisis. One of the main reasons being that every banner, so essentially when new stuff comes out that you can buy comes out, they generally add new outfits. So there's just so many of them, and they're really, really well done, in my opinion. When we blow this place, it ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk. Excuse me. Cloud, you set the bomb. Shouldn't you do it? Nope. I'm supervising to make sure we're getting our money's worth out of you. Besides, I gotta make sure you ain't a Shinra spy. Go on. Whatever. You all know what's coming. Open your eyes. This isn't a normal reactor. What's the matter? Huh? Don't just stand there! Hurry! Yeah, sorry. An alarm? Damn it! We've been made! Grr, where are they? Where are they coming from? Up there. And here's our pal, the Scorpion Roboguard! This is gonna feel great, like just fucking punching its face right in just one hit after I struggle with the motherfucker for like 15 minutes in Remake. Revenge, motherfucker! Karma's a bitch! Oh yeah, I could have, I don't know if you all remember, oh that felt great. I don't know if you'll remember, but when we played OG, I like threw an ice magic at it, and then I was like, we've just proven empirically that the combat has been changed from version to version. In Ever Crisis, it's actually weak to ice, which it's not in OG, and I'm not quite sure in Remake because I was way too concentrated on trying not to die. All right, the timer's set. Then that's our cue to get out of here. Come on. They even threw in, so I'm not, you know, touching anything right now. Shit, I actually kind of wonder... Okay, I can't. The dialogue just moves on its own. You alright? Cloud! My leg's stuck! My hero! We better hurry before this whole place blows. I really fucking love that version of the music. Come on! Where is everyone? They're okay, right? Yeah, they're okay. And we're back. Hurry up! We got 1 minute. So yeah, obviously I wasn't playing through that sequence, it was just cutscene. But I really love that they still put the timer up and everything. You know, this is just a throwback to the other two games. It's good. Run! Faster! Over here, guys! Ah! Alright, that is end of chapter 1, y'all. So yeah, this is obviously going a lot faster. We're going to move through the story a lot faster than we did in either of the two other games. That's alright, it's totally alright. Especially since, with Rebirth right around the corner. Alright, I'm going to change Cloud out of his cute Zidane cosplay so that I don't ruin y'all's immersion. Because immersion is important. So while we're here, again, I'm not going to actually walk y'all through how the game... Sorry, this, I guess, is a case where my face is clearly annoying. Oh god, what have I done? Alright, I'll just move myself right over here for a second while I mess around with the clothing. I'm not going to walk you guys through everything that's going on here, but you can probably kind of guess real quick. I have 2 weapons equipped that determine 2 of the skills I have in battle, and then 3 materia. And then this is a choice of either Limit Break or a Summon. If you are interested, someday we could stream me actually playing the game rather than just going through the story. Hey yo Numa! Yo man! Thank you for being here! You guys are the fucking best. I love that you are here. I love you all so much. Thank you so much. Loom Loom, Rishan, Frigger, Sis, Zoshkaria, you all are the best. Yes, Matt is the absolute best. Y'all are the absolute best, but he is definitely up there. But you know, I love you all that keep showing up to these. You're the fucking best. Oh shit, lore, I should read this. Radore, Archipelago, how do you pronounce that? A bunch of islands, fucking hell. Cloud and the members of Avalanche escape from the ruins of Reactor 1 and flee to Sector 8. Actually, I've never seen him with his kid, so I will not, you know, I have no opinion on this one. You guys are on your own. Dude, I am not touching this. Cloud and the members of Avalanche escape from the ruins of Reactor 1 and flee to Sector 8. Loveless. To avoid the security forces, they split up, each taking their own route to the rendezvous point. A train headed to the Sector A7 slums, where their hideout awaits. You all didn't hear that. It's her! Oh. I have thoughts, but I wait until the cutscene's over. Excuse me. Do you have any idea what's going on? Well... What do? We should be nice to her, right? We're being, I think it's alright, Zoshkaria. There's honestly not... I mean, y'all... I think mostly everyone here, even Loom Loom knows Krieger, so it really is okay, but... No worries, I can probably... Or, Mabro, if you're still around and you don't mind, you can hide Zoshkaria's message. If Krieger minds. I doubt he does, but anyway, I'll let you guys sort that out. Yes, we should be kind to Aeris, right? Because in both our playthroughs we're being dicks to her, because reasons in OG, and then me just being more of a Tifa person, you know. I get the, I never banished you, are you kidding? You're one of my biggest fans! You're very welcome here. No worries at all. It's alright. We all say stuff we shouldn't. I swore to God, and then I didn't hold my promise on stream, just like Second night ever. It's all good. It's alright. Let's be nice to Eris, shall we? Are those flowers? Don't see those around very often. Oh, these. Do you like them? They're only one Jill. Yeah. Alright, I'll take one. Really? Thanks, eh? Here you go. Hope you like it. Nice meeting you. You know, no weird, shapeless monsters, no reunion shit, no Sephiroth. We're definitely closer to the OG timeline right here. But as we've established, it is not the OG timeline. This is fun! Is it alright with the camera here? Fucking hell, I don't know. I'm gonna move myself up. I should stop moving around. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like when you try to watch a movie and then, you know, your fucking dad it's fucking messing around with the settings. And you're like, nobody gives a shit. Just watch the fucking movie. Alright, I'm shutting up. I'll stop moving the camera around unless it hides the dialogue again. Sorry, y'all. Stick with me. Huh. Looks real. I love that. Remember he did that in Remake as well? It's just... It is the same thing, you know, I was talking about how he's a total dick to everyone, but you can really tell that he actually likes them. It's the same thing with that, he's acting all tough and shit, but he meets a cute girl, she gives him a flower, he doesn't like, you know, put it in his, like, back pocket or something, he actually, like, shows this for the whole world to see, like, I met a girl. Cloud. Hey, you there! You're that soldier we're looking for, aren't you? Security officers. Hey, grab him! Damn it. That's as far as you go. These poor motherfuckers, they should know better. They're Shinra employees. They know they're getting their ass handed to them. There's no way out. Surrender. Guess I have no choice. So since I'm solo, I can actually show you guys some of my skills. Some of my skills that I got from my weapons. So just in case you're interested, you know, in the gameplay and shit, since we're just fighting here, and again the fights aren't exactly thrilling. I have access to 5 skills per character. Right now I only have Cloud. And so the first 2 are... They come from weapons. Weapons being the thing that, you know, the game is a gacha of. Does that make any sense? Like, what you get when spending money are different weapons. And then the more copies of the same weapon you have, the better the weapon gets, essentially. So that's what gives you your first 2 skills. And then the 3 other skills are materia. And so you can synthesize materia, but that takes materials that you need to grind for in your typical, you know, gacha type game fashion, where you can spend stamina to actually get materials to build materia. Gotta hurry. Oh, again, so on the loading screens we get tons of really cool lore dump, but it's for all 3 games that are already, you know, available in Ever Crisis, so they don't all relate to the games we've been playing and we will be playing on stream for a while. But yo, my bro! Fuck yeah! Hey kids! Your uncle did not just say fuck, that just sounded like it. I was talking about a seal, you know, the animal. Obviously a fuck. I talk about fucks a lot on this year's stream. Thanks for being here, all of you. You all are the best. I feel very loved and supported, and that is amazing, you know. If Cloud felt that sort of things, I'm sure he would be less of a dickhead, so... Yo, thanks. Seriously though, you all are the best. I'm so glad you all are here. And Caesarskaria, like, look at my brother's handle. It's totally fine what you said before. There's worse. Ain't nobody getting doxxed by commenting on my chat on Morgan Zane. Not for now, anyway. Y'all take care once this shit is taken off and I'm famous and shit. But for now, we're fine. We can just talk. Thanks for being here, you guys. I love you. Aboard the last train, Cloud makes for Sector 7 to rendezvous with Avalanche at a bar called FFVII. It is here, at their hideout in the slums, that someone waits eagerly for Cloud's return. You know, Deep L'Oreal, Biggs prefers beer, while I'm guessing Jesse's drink... Oh, wine maybe. Are those wine bottles? I was gonna say a cocktail, but it might be wine. Assuming those universes are, you know, close enough to one another, then we know from Remake that she definitely drinks alcohol. Because I don't know if you'll remember, but the guys were making a joke about it, like, oh, you know, when she drinks too much, she gets violent. So I'm guessing this is wine. Yep, you heard it here first. Jessie likes wine. Which, oh my god, I'm sorry. Again, what we learned about Jessie, like, she actually grew up plateside and everything. The fact that she likes wine could very well be a little subtle thing here. Like, you know, she still does have some of those kind of, you know, like, rich girl... You know what I'm saying? Is that... Now she's here, like, fucking making bombs for her activists. You know, I was gonna say friends, but they're more than friends. Like, she's a leading fucking figure in this, this Avalanche, splinter. But she still drinks wine when she can, you know, like, she does like her red wine. And none of that fucking slum shit, she likes the good shit. It is here, at their hideout in the slums, that someone waits eagerly for Cloud's return. Daddy! Ah! Welcome back, Cloud. Say hello, Marlene. There's no need to be shy. Cloud is our friend. Don't worry about it. Looks like everything went well. You didn't fight with Barrett, did you? This is, I believe, the exact same as it was in Ever Crisis. We didn't fight with in OG. Sorry, not this time. On the job. You've grown up. When you were little, you used to get into fights at the drop of a hat. Is that a flower? I can't remember the last time I saw one in the slums. But, a flower for me, Cloud. You shouldn't have. Don't mention it. What do we do, y'all? So, you know, if you were here when I was streaming either of the other two versions, there's reasons where we need to be careful with what we do in the other ones. But here we can kind of do just whatever we want. And I'm, I don't know. Marlene was scared of us. Let's give it to Marlene. Ah? Alright, let's go. Poor Tifa, though. I should have given it to Tifa. I feel bad. Here, Marlene. Sorry, Cloud. Looks like you've rendered her speechless. It's alright. I think Tifa liked our move. Pretty good. It's alright. I'm back. Daddy, you're home. That's right, Angel. I am. Is that a flower? Claude gave it to me. Oh, really? Did you remember to say thank you? Thank you, Claude. I'll take good care of it. She reminds me of my niece a lot. Who's here right now. Sure. I got something to ask you, Claude. Was Soldier with those guys we fought at the reactor? No, I'm sure of it. Oh yeah? How can you be so sure? If Soldier was there, you guys wouldn't be alive to talk about it. And you know, because you used to be one of them, ain't that right? Enough about it. You're strong. You're strong. I'll give you that. Maybe everyone in Soldier is. But no, you're a part of Avalanche. So you got no business praising Shinra. I was just answering your question. Is that all? I want to talk about my money. Meeting first. Downstairs. Oloya. Yes, sir. Alrighty. You got it. Come on, Cloud. Alright, before we move on with the next chapter, there was something I realized, and then I forgot to tell you guys about it. When we bump into Eris, I actually realized that the cutscene we see, the opening where she runs from the alley, is because of the bombing, right? There's a little, what do you call it, where the the scenes are not in chronological order. This is made very obvious here, right? Because Cloud is escaping and then she runs out and gets bumped into you and stuff. So my whole thing about, oh, it's really exciting that they chose to cut off the possibly reunion-related part where she has weird whooshing noises, blah blah blah. That might have been me reading too much into it. This time, I concede that I might have been overanalyzing a bit, and they might have just cut it because they needed a shorter intro for a mobile game. So yeah, but still, you know, let's put a pin on this. We still have gotten zero clue about Reunion in Ever Crisis so far. Is all I want to say. And dialogue definitely seems closer to OG than it is to remake, although once again they are absolutely different. How about something to drink? Yeah, no, we definitely want to drink. Give me something hard. I'll take anything with a kick. Just a minute, I'll make one for you. You know, I'm relieved you made it back safely. What's with you all of a sudden? That job was nothing. I guess not. You weren't Soldier after all. This meeting might be a long one. We have to start planning our next move. But don't worry, we'll get your money soon. Sure. And once I do, I'll be on my way. Say, Cloud, are you feeling alright? Yeah? Why? It's nothing. I just thought you might be a little tired, that's all. Not after a job like that. Right, Are you okay? You've been acting strange. Listen, Cloud, we need your help. Not that again. Listen, Tifa. The planet is in pain. At this rate, it'll die. Someone has to do something. Let Barret and his buddies do something. It's got nothing to do with me. I'll come back tomorrow for that payment. I can't believe you! We grew up together, and you're just going to walk right out. You forgot the promise too. Nibelheim! Promise? So you really did forget. Try to remember, Cloud. It was 7 years ago. Just before we move on. 7 years, y'all. The promise was 7 years ago. And then in Remake, there's the whole awkwardness around Cloud seems to think it's been 5 years since they've last seen each other. That's all I'll say on the matter. We met by the water tower back home. He's cold. Was he cold in OG? Or in Remake? I don't think so. Right. Oh, he does say that, doesn't he? Right. I thought you would never come and I was getting a little cold. Sorry I'm late. So what's up? You said you had something to tell me. I'm leaving in the spring for Midgar. Should have figured all the boys leave town. I'm not looking for a job like the rest of them. I'm gonna join Soldier and become the best, just like Sephiroth. The Great War Hero, huh? Isn't it hard to join Soldier? I won't be back for a while. What are you laughing at? Think I'll see you in the paper someday? Don't know, but I'll try. Hey, let's make a promise. If you get real famous, promise you'll come save me when I'm in the bind. What? If I'm ever in trouble, my hero will come and rescue me. Oh man, Krieger, thanks for asking, my brother, because there is a story behind the accents. If you don't mind, let's just go through the promise, and then I'll tell you guys about the accents. You wanna be a hero, right? Come on, promise me. Alright, I promise. Alright, so what the fuck is up with those accents? So I can't voice act for shit, and when I was doing research, like watching streamers, play games, and mostly Final Fantasy, some of them are so fucking good at it. And I kind of wanted to try something like that, but I also knew I just didn't have the skills to put it off, like really give a voice to each main character, right? And so I figured just giving them silly accents would be kind of a fun thing. And then since I'm a lore nerd, I decided to try and do it in a, you know, like just a fun messing around way, while also kind of trying to just, you know, subtly like tying in lore shit with the accents. And so again, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's definitely, if you pay close attention, you might notice little things. Like for instance, you know, like Cloud nowadays speaks just with his like blasé voice, but essentially my accent, I think. Whereas just during that flashback there, I gave him just a hint of Italian accent. The reason for that being that in my mind, in Nibelheim, they all speak with an Italian accent. And just since Cloud's moved when he was, I think I did the math last time, but what, like, maybe 14, he moved out to the city to join Shinra and shit. And he kind of like lost his accent while Tifa kept it, because also she keeps truer to her roots or some shit. There's also a whole thing with Iris's accent that'll come up later as we go through OG and Ever Crisis. And one last funny thing, there's actually a whole story. I've been bugging some of y'all in real life with this. When I was just like kind of like making my list, you know, of this accent goes to this character and all that. Initially, I wanted to give Tifa the French accent and not Barrett. And I struggled with Barrett's accent because I wanted to make sure that I'm saying this, I'm trying to be careful not to say anything, like, obviously, you know, like, I was coming from my, you know, woke fucking stance, and I was just careful that whatever I'd pick for Barrett would not be offensive in any way. And I ended up thinking a lot about Barrett's accent, while it never bothered me to just, you know, pick random fucking accents for Tifa and... Oh shit, I need to move the screen or I'm losing my... Sorry, just a second. Again, technical issues with the new setup. Yeah, I promised y'all. It's really like, you know, I've been thinking a lot about the fact that I'm more comfortable as a white man picking a ridiculous accent for female characters than I am for a black character. And I think that's, you know, interesting. It's telling about me and my shortcomings, I guess, and that I might not be as... Well, I hope I'm as open-minded as I try to be, but at least, you know, that I'm more comfortable with some things that I am with others, which I think is interesting, you know, introspection and shit. But anyway, we can talk about that again later. Another thing, though, why did I, like, swap things around and end up giving Barrett the French accent and Tifa the Italian accent? And this might be... Okay, so this is not, like, in-world lore, but there is a reason for that, but it's kind of obscure and, shall we say, shameful? And let's just say, alright, some of y'all, I'm sure, know what Rule 34 is. Let's just say it's related to that, to Final Fantasy VII Rule 34 shit. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's probably for the best and you don't want to know. But there's a very, you know, there's a subtle joke thing about Tifa having an Italian accent that I'm a bit ashamed that I even know about this enough to make the joke, but yeah, there's a reason. My off-screen is losing his shit right now. I'm sorry about that. Good thing I was just talking. Also, hey Godson, thanks for being here. Y'all are the best. Give me just a second. I'm sorry. I'll try and fix it. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I promised y'all technical issues, and here they are. You know, I swore to God on stream, and then I didn't uphold my promise, and that hurt a lot. So no, when I said there'll be technical issues, there'll be technical issues. Anton, comrade. Hey you, shit. How do you say comrade in Russian? Gavarich? Some shit? I don't know. I'm so glad you're here. Say hi to Anton, chat! The chat machine! And guess what? Anton, you just fixed my fucking monitor. I know how you did it, but fucking hell. It's back. You guys are back. Alright, we're back. Sorry. Back to the story. Thanks for being here, Anton. You guys are the fucking best. I don't deserve my friend. This is fun! I'm having fun. You all are the best. Thank you all for being here. Yes, enough about shit. We went into, you know, race and gender and straight into Rule 34. Let's play the game a bit, yeah? Fucking, let's leave the real talk for later. Alright, well, I'm not famous, and I'm no hero, so I can't keep our promise. But, didn't your dream come true? You joined a soldier. So, you've gotta keep your promise.
All finished, Mr. Soldier. A promise is a promise. Here's your money.
I like how you froze it, like... Is this all? Don't make me laugh.
What did you say?
You got another mission lined up? I do it for 3k. Cloud!
You make it sound like you're doing us a favor, you ungrateful little...
Alright, settle down.
Hey, we need all the help we can get, don't we? But the rest of the money's for marine schooling. $2K!
I'll take it. Thanks, Cloud! Don't get the wrong idea. This is just easier than looking for something else. I know you do, Anton. I know it for a fact. Don't pretend. But also, I was saying before you showed up, you guys are very welcome to speak French in chat, and I'll just reply in English on stream, and then translate it if anything really important is said in French, because I'm that good, I can translate shit. We leave for the next mission tomorrow morning, and this time I'll be coming with... Alright. So you know, y'all, I was wondering just how far we'd get into the story. Ooh, nice. You guys, You guys get into a fight. I love it.
Make my child alive! Fight each other! That's brilliant!
Alright, just change out of this clothes. Just skin, keep the stats. For immersion, immersion is important. And we can go. Actually, my very first stream, one of my friends told me I looked like Anton something or other. I don't remember what the last name was, but I had no idea who that was. I promised myself I'd look it up, and then I forgot. What is 13559, Anton? Does that hold any special significance? Doesn't look like a date or postcode. Hey Cloud, how about a drink?
Don't you need to rest up for tomorrow?
Can't sleep. Nerves, I guess. Hoping this'll help. Okay. You kept your cool during that mission. What kind of training do soldiers go through to become like that? Nothing special. Yeah, right. Come on, tell me! Fine, let me think. What the fuck are you guys on about? Who's playing basketball? Krieger? fine. Let me think. Oh, wait! Oh my god! Antonin! Fuck, man, I totally... It all makes sense! I thought you were somebody else! This is fucking hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious in my mind. It makes no sense to you guys, but... Yes! Holy shit, man! Fuck, you're here! I literally have a friend called Anton, Manu. Okay? No! I'm not being a good entertainer. I just do that shit naturally. I'm being real right now. One of my very good friends from Dordogne is called Anton, and I have people that can absolutely vouch for it, including people you've met personally, so... Yeah, no, I've got a fucking paper trail on that. I've got a friend called Anton. But, Antonin, I'm so fucking glad you're here, man. Like, I'm fucking, shit, man. Thank you. Thanks for being here, bro. And, how have you been? How's the car situation shit? Did you get your car back, ever? Yes. Que du love, mon frère. Merci d'être là, vraiment. Okay, so basically you were born a tough guy. Doesn't help me in the least. Wow, ça me fait plaisir. I love what you're saying right now. I do hope I'm entertaining and I'm not gonna make you wanna, you know, whatever, go play basketball instead or something. That would probably be healthier for you than watch me ramble on about Final Fantasy, but ah man, I love that you're here. Yeah, you did need a new car then. Fuck. Do you know what happened to the other guy? Did we ever get the end of that story? I hope he's okay. I think. No, I hope mostly everyone's okay. Anyway, this guy, I hope he's okay. You worried? No, don't skip the content, no! You worried? Then hire me as your bodyguard. Whoa, you know I can't afford that, right? I got kids to feed. Holy shit, y'all! Deep lore! Biggs has children? We definitely didn't know that from OG and Remake. Or did he have kids in OG and Remake? I don't know. Also, this whole scene is a Never Crisis, what do you call it, exclusive, right? We've never seen that. And like it's clearly an excuse just to have us like do some fight content. But it's really interesting that they chose to write a whole new scene where there's like a flashback where Cloud is thinking back on how he trained for Soldier, rather than just like taking the side quest shit that we did in Remake and putting them in Ever Crisis, right? So again, it's a whole new story, y'all, except it is the same story, but it's also new. And, it's what I keep rambling on about what we learn in one of the games. Does that impact the other ones? Should I assume that in OG, Jessie, grew up, played side, and is actually a rich kid that sort of went extreme left-wing at some point in her later life? Or is this really specific to one of the universes? And this is sort of the same, like, this scene makes perfect sense, you can take all three games mostly, apart from some details like reunion shit, and kind of be like, I'm learning more about the characters, and unless I get, explicit contradictions, I should assume that everything we see works, you know what I'm saying, like, in everything. Every side info, every characterization we get probably is true in OG7 as well. At least that's the way I choose to take it for now. I reserve the right to change my stance on this whole thing later on, but from what we've seen, to me, this scene is absolutely canon to OG7 as well. Does Biggs have children though? No, that I wouldn't bet on. That seems like a big ass fucking information. And we got Jessie characterization in Remake, and now we're getting Biggs characterization. And I really need to shut up and play the actual game. Morgan, shut up. You do? How many? From babies to the not so young, I'd say at least 20. That many? Yeah, that many. Man, thanks for the laugh. I feel more relaxed already. Alright, Biggs, you know what? You even got me. I went on a tangent for like 5 minutes on stream because I thought you were serious, you piece of shit. Alright, never mind. He was taking the piss. What did I do? Let's continue this conversation later when we're celebrating the success of our next mission. Yes, brilliant question, Manu. So, main story so far is 3 versions. This is the last time we're watching the exact same cutscenes together, I promise. With that, we'll have the full, you know, the full, what do you call it? Arts paraphernalia, or what is that sexy word for, you know, whatever, like a royalty where, you know what I'm saying? There's only 3 versions of the main story. But then, you know, there's a whole bunch of spin-offs within the VII universe, and some of them also already have different versions. So for instance, Crisis Core, the main prequel, has the original game. It has a fairly recent remake, but I'm not 100% sure that they didn't just like remaster it. You know, like new graphics and new combat, but the story is the exact same. I don't know! We'll probably play it on this here channel someday. And then there's the Ever Crisis version. So essentially, there's 3 versions, or there will eventually be 2 versions, at least, of everything, since Ever Crisis's ambition is to redo everything within the Ever Crisis's framework, if that makes any sense. But yeah. The short version, the short answer to your question is, there's 3 versions of the main Final Fantasy VII storyline to date. So this is the last one we're doing together. For now. If a 4th comes out, you can bet your ass we're gonna play it on this here channel. And yes, very much so, very much so. So, the, there is huge overlap between the 3, right? But then there are tiny differences, which is what I get all worked up about. And the, so yeah, again, I'm just, sorry, just a second here. I'm giving them the appearance that they should have in the story, just for immersion's sake, but I have a ton of outfits for all of them and stuff. Someday we can do a whole stream where we just play dress up with Final Fantasy characters. It'd be fucking amazing. I don't have that many outfits. And I'd like you all to know that I didn't even go for like the swimsuits for every female character, okay? I got some very decent clothing too, so yeah, that shit. Okay, I know you can't see the dialogue right there, but it's literally Cloud just saying, still hungry. And so yeah, just to finish answering your question, Manu. So they definitely, I mean, fit into each other is the perfect way of saying it, because the stories overlap a whole bunch, and then, you know, they diverge in like a very like Mandela effect type of shit, where it's like parallel universes with very slight differences. But also, there seems to be, at least with Remake versus OG, and so far what we've seen tonight seems to be very sticking very close to OG. But in Remake, there's a huge fucking, you know, like split right off the bat, and that's what I keep referring to as reunion, and I don't know what it is just yet, but we'll figure out together. And you know, y'all, like, I'm gonna put all of these playthrough on YouTube, and I kind of want to someday, but it actually takes for fucking ever, but I'm sure if I get into the groove I can do it faster. But anyway, I kind of like to add French subtitles to my shit, so that at least on the YouTube versions, you could, shit, man, you don't give me ideas like that. I have a whole fucking room to decorate with Final Fantasy shit. I'm definitely gonna do that. You know what? Never mind about the French subtitles. Fuck you all French people. I'm gonna do a motherfucking board with all the differences and connections between all 3 versions of Final Fantasy VII. I don't know. This sounds like the kind of project I need to think about before I commit to it. But fuck, man, I really want to do it. It'd be fucking amazing. And then, you know, I can take pictures of myself, like the meme with fucking with the board behind me. Yay! I love it. I love it. Anyway, moving on. Still hungry? Can't work on an empty stomach. We have an important mission tomorrow. I don't think that's gonna hold you over till then. You know what? You're right. I should pack a lunch. Hey, we're not going on a picnic. Yeah, I know. Cloud, I have a favor. Could you come with me for a sec? Where are we going? To see Candy? You know he's lying, Antonin. He definitely does not understand everything. He DM'd me like, "Oh, you're the best streamer I ever watched and I love watching you, but I don't understand everything." Those were his exact words. In French, but that's what he said. I'm drinking something out of a water bottle. I don't want to contribute to the hyper-normalization of alcohol consumption in our society, and I'm not saying that I'm drinking alcohol right now. I'm saying that if I were drinking alcohol, I would not say on stream. Does that make any sense? Like, just... And it's not... I mean, you all know me. You all know that I drink. I'm just saying, you know, I want... When I'm on stream, I want people to feel comfortable. I don't want this to be a... Morgan gets drunk and plays games stream, which, I know, I very much considered it as an option, and I do believe that sometimes we will do just that kind of stream, but then I want to put all the safeguards in place, like fucking, you know, content warning in the stream name and all that, so that people know what to expect. I don't want a random person to just, like, stumble, you know, upon this here stream, and just, like, have me drinking fucking alcohol. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I just want to be inclusive and not contribute to, I think, some of the things. As personally, I love alcohol. I just wish we didn't impose it upon everybody else in our society. Well, thank you so much. And here's to you as well. Camera's here, Z. Cheers! Meow! Meow! Here, Candy. Come on, girl. Meow! Is that one of your cats? Merci, mon frère. Nah, I found her on the way back from the reactor. Poor baby was trembling in shock. Probably from the blast. We were on a job, so I couldn't take her with us, and I've been worried about her ever since. Wedge is such a cat mama, I love him. I'm glad she's okay. Shit, that's unexpected coming from Cloud. Thanks for coming with me. Now we can focus 100% on our mission tomorrow. Yeah, well, you know, I will not throw shade at anybody who enjoys a smoke every now and then. I personally try not to do it on stream for now, but this summer, I already gave you, I gave the teaser to some of you guys who were here last week. Last Thursday, but anyway. This summer I'll go into marathon mode for a while there, where I just like play 14 non-stop while streaming non-stop to try and do a world first. And I do believe that when we get there, I'll be more of, you know, like, since it's not like here where like it's scheduled stream and I want it to be sort of something, it'll just be fucking whatever, like me being me trying to do a world first. And I think in that specific type of content, I'm not saying that I smoke as a person, because, you know, of course I maybe don't. Just maybe on that stream that'll be a different kind of mood. Then this might happen here too. I don't know the promises. We shall see. Thanks for coming with me. Now I can focus 100% on our mission tomorrow. We're counting on you. Yes, sir. Alright, and see, I think... I don't know. Now I'm worried because I went a bit too quick with the, my analysis of the opening there, so now I'm trying to be more careful. But I feel like if this had happened in Remake... I feel like this definitely didn't happen in Remake is what I'm saying. Like, at this stage in the story, if they both... Like, if Cloud went out with Wedge because he wanted to save a little kitten that he'd spotted on the way back and shit, he wouldn't have been all that surprised. And, you know, like, clearly he was nice to Wedge just now, which Remake 7, which Remake Cloud was absolutely not. He was a dick to Wedge until they did the whole parachute thing. So... You know, this'll go up on the board menu. There's definite difference right here we just spotted. This thing only happened in Ever Crisis, and maybe OG, but definitely not Remake. Cloud, perfect timing. I need your help. What is it? Well, I wanted to collect data on the Sector 5 reactor, so I accessed the Shinra database. And their intrusion detection system locked you out. Exactly! I knew you'd get it, Mr. Ex-Soldier! Of course. I programmed it so we can hack their security via a virtual battle. This is where you come in. You do this, and I owe you a pizza. Don't worry about it. If it's for the mission, it's already included in my share. You don't really mean that, do you? Knobhead. Anyway, ready? Here goes! And again, this is, so you know, somebody less... How do you say it? Less inclined to talk positively about this game might say, I forgot to put them in the clothes that they should be wearing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm ruining your immersion. Some people might say, like, yo, this is clearly, this is lousy writing, they just wanted an excuse to add extra battles, and this is a whole chapter that's completely useless and does not help the plot progress. To which I would reply, no, you're wrong. Because again, they did have the content. If they wanted to just, you know, create content for the sake of content, they could have reused the actual dialogue from Remake. Because there's tons of shit that happened in Remake that we did together here on stream that is not happening here in Ever Crisis. So they very consciously chose to create this new dialogue, choose that in the Ever Crisis continuity, you know, he's opening up a bit more to the Avalanche guys a bit earlier on in the story. And I think this is a very conscious choice. And that boss we just fought, I mean, I'm sorry, I fucking beat his ass in half a second because I'm Morgan saying that I'm really fucking good at this game. But I don't know if you noticed, but it was like a reskin of the actual like Red Scorpion, the very first boss of the game, but blue. It's actually weak to fire, but you never had a chance to see that because I didn't even need fire to fuck it up. Way to go, Cloud! That was quick! It was nothing. I know you turned down the pizza, but I might have something better. I think you're gonna love this. Yeah? I was searching the Shinra simulator and found something amazing. Ta-da! The Soldier P0 class training program. P0 class? Never heard of it. Neither had I. I think they're soldiers from way back or something. Anyway, I created a special training program based on theirs. I call it Jesse's Amazing and Very Special Battle Simulator! I don't need it, but thanks. He's such a dick. Oh, it does say that. You'll get a reward if you win. A reward, huh? Interested now, are we? Feel free to use it whenever you want. Well, rest up. We have a big day tomorrow. Alright. Now that, my friends, was actually... Is it time for lore, Morgan? I think it's time for lore! What the fuck is Soldier P0 shit? So, if y'all were here at the beginning, I told y'all that, as things stand now, there are 3 different games included in Ever Crisis, the game we're playing right now. So there's Final Fantasy VII, the main game, that's what we're playing. And then there's Crisis Core, the main prequel. And then there's First Soldier. And First Soldier actually has a... So it was another mobile game. It was like a battle royale. It was essentially... I never played it personally. My understanding from what I read is that it aimed at being like a sort of Fortnite, but in Final Fantasy VII. In the Final Fantasy VII universe. Anyway, things didn't work out great, and they ended service, like the game shut down just a bit over a year after it came out, in early 2023. And they kind of salvaged it by creating this brand new exclusive storyline that you can only play, for now anyway, in Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which has a very objective observer I can testify is fucking great. Seriously though, no, I actually love that story. I love the characters. And again, this is not a spoiler, like the whole, you know, marketing campaign around Ever Crisis was around that unique new story. And so you're supposed to know that it is a prequel where you get to meet young Sephiroth. So, and that's actually not what gets me the most excited about it, honestly. There's a character called Matt with 2 T's, just like our Matt right here in chat. And he's this dude that fights with, like, he has a gun in his left hand and then a sword in his right hand, you know, and he just like fucking slashes at shit and then shoots at it. And I just think this is cool as fuck as like a fighting style. And you could say, it doesn't make a lot of sense, Morgan. But I say, fuck you, rule of cool, it's cool as fuck, and I love it. It's called Matt, which also, like, I don't know, I like it. I like this game. Anyway, the whole, you know, Jessie was just talking about Soldier P0 class, and even Cloud was like, I never heard of him. And she was like, hey, some ancient shit or something. Anyway, like, I hacked this shit, so I want to play it. This is a reference to the other game that's included in the same game. How cool and meta is that? It's like a fucking... Everything is intertwined, see? Anyway. Cloud and the others leave FFVII at daybreak and ride the train to Avalanche's next destination. Slipping beneath Shinra's radar, he rendezvouses with the other 3 who went ahead to secure his route. Is that a word? Is that like is rendezvous a verb? Can you say rendezvouses? This does not look right, but then again, I'm French as fuck, so what do I know, but... Weird. And also, the translation for Ever Crisis is not always, again, not a native English speaker, but sometimes I can tell it's a little, you know, wonky, so... But I don't know, maybe rendezvous is a verb, I don't know, rendezvouses. He rendezvouses with the other 3. Anyway, moving on. Their next mission? Bombing Mako Reactor 5. Love the music. We've got this covered. Come on, let's do this. Yo, before we go bomb Mako Reactor 5, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a very quick break. Biological needs and all that. I'll be extremely quick. Let's say maybe 3 minutes tops. 3 minutes! And then we'll be back. I love you all. And, you know, the funny thing is that I thought I seriously thought that we'd go through the whole Final Fantasy VII story that's already been released. And I've been speaking so goddamn much that I'm not even sure. I think we'll go just a bit beyond what we got to see last week in OG. But anyway, it's fine, you know, we've got all life. So we'll see. We'll just go as far as we go. We're having fun! Alright, y'all, back in 3. Stick around. I love y'all. You're the fucking best. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be right back. 3 minutes. Alright, y'all, we're back! Thanks for still being here. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna do the whole thing where I talk for 5 minutes. Let's jump right back in. And try to actually move on with the story, Morgan, for fuck's sakes! I know, it's just so much, I'm so excited! It's hard not to pause every 5 seconds to tell you guys about, I don't know, random shit. And yes, Manu, we were just talking about it earlier with Rishen, like this seventh music is just, I mean, you know, I personally think that any FF title that Uematsu, the original composer who did the music from 1 to 10 included, and then still contributed to the rest of it, essentially. Like, you know, all Final Fantasy music is great music to me, but 7 in particular is really fucking, it really fucking hits the spot. And again, these are like, you know, Remake really went the route of they reworked everything, so they kept true to the spirit of Uematsu's compositions, while also really modernizing them and you know, like making it a whole, in my, you know, well, you're a lot more versed in music in general than I am, but my personal like feeling, like take on this all is that that's what happened, right? Is that they made it a whole new thing while just keeping the story true, the spirit true. Whereas here with Ever Crisis, they're like, you know, they're reworked, they're remastered, but you still really fucking hear the original Uematsu compositions, and I fucking love it. It really is so fucking good. There's last night I actually woke up. I don't know if this happens to you guys. Like, you wake up in the middle of the night, and you know you have like this thought that's kind of stuck. You know, when you like try and you know, you search for a word or something, and in my case it was a tune from Final Fantasy. I know, I'm positive that it's from Final Fantasy, and I think it was in 16, but it's one of those tunes that, so Prologue, in 16 Soken, who's the new composer, he's the main composer for 14 and 16, and I personally think that he's a very obvious, he's the heir apparent to Uematsu, right? Where I do believe that he'll sort of, yeah, take Uematsu's spot as the de facto Final Fantasy composer, but that's just me, you know, speculating. There's no, I mean, if you ask me, I can give you a few reasons where I think my theory holds water, but anyway, at this stage, it's just like he was the main composer for the last main, you know, numbered entry thing. Anyway, he did a lot of, shut up for a minute. Oh, the cowboy outfit! There's a cowboy outfit! I don't think we've seen it. No, we haven't seen it in any version yet. Papa. This is sword. This is Sephiroth's sword. Sephiroth did this, didn't he? Sephiroth, soldier. Mako reactors and the Shinra! All of them! I hate them all!
Dan, man, get hold of yourself!
Are you okay? Tifa. You don't look so hot, Cloud. I'm fine. That should do it. Let's get the fuck out of here. I like how he's just, you know, takes it for granted that he's the guy to actually, like, set up the bomb now. Doesn't even try to talk his way out of it. It's like, you know what, yeah, fuck it. I think in, well, we haven't been here in Remake yet, so it was definitely in OG. But in OG, there was a bit of dialogue where he was like, this shit again, and Barret was like, yeah, you do it. Or some such. Story. There is the exit,
Too easy. What the? Shinra scum? Putain! What the hell is going on?
This was a setup. Precisely. Welcome.
President Shinra?
Why is the president here? So you all must be from that group. What was it?
Avalanche! And don't you dare forget it!
It's been a while, sir. A while, you say? Ah, yes. The former soldier now throwing his lot in with Avalanche. Your eyes do shine of Mako. Tell me, traitor, what is your name? Cloud. Well, Cloud, you will have to forgive me, but I simply cannot commit every soldier's name to memory. Unless you become another Sephiroth. Sephiroth? Yes. He was a truly brilliant soldier. Perhaps too brilliant.
Don't give a damn about none of that. This place is about to blow. And you got the best seat in the house, Mr. President.
Loves in French. Those fireworks are a small price to pay to eradicate vermin like yourselves.
Who are you calling vermin, old man? This coming from a parasite sucking the planet dry. Shinra, the vermin for killing the planet. Guess that'd make you King Vermin. So shut up, jackass!
Barking dogs seldom bite, as the saying goes. You're beginning to bore me. I am a very busy man, so if you'll excuse me, I have a dinner I must attend.
Shoot his fucking ass, Barret. Just aim and shoot. Dinner? Don't give me that. I ain't even started with you yet.
But I've made arrangement for a playmate for you all. Meet the Advanced Weaponry Division's latest mechanized unit, the Airbuster. Mechanized unit? I believe in OG this was like mechanized soldier or robo soldier or some such, like soldier was in the name in, you know, lowercase, but Cloud was like, wait, did you say soldier? Isn't that me? I'm a soldier, aren't I? Mechanized unit. The data you provide us from this fight will be invaluable going forward. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, President. What are you doing, Barret? Don't shoot the helicopter, shoot the fucking man in the suit! Barret! You're supposed to be a terrorist, bro! What are you doing?
That bastard!
Look over there. There's shit, when did MGS1 come out? In my mind they're about contemporary with OG7. So you know, I'm not even sure, like, is it an MGS reference to 7 or 7 a reference to... Yeah, so it's the other way around, bro, because that scene is essentially the same in the OG, which came out in 97. So I do believe that Metal Gear was, you know, making a reference to Final Fantasy and not the other way around. Yeah, still works! My boy came out in 97, so I win! Final Fantasy established everything, man. Every fiction you love, you can actually, like, you know, fucking, if you just pull on that thread, you'll find that Final Fantasy initiated it. Yeah, okay, I can't compete with that, except for maybe, like, I don't know when the Final Fantasy 1 came out, but in any case... Alright, you know what, I'll take that. That's the deal. I will not repeat this on stream because it is, casual racism. No, it's not casual. There is no casual racism going on my chat. What Manu said, I'm actually going to repeat it, is that maybe it's just a Japanese obsession and everybody wins. And I'll take that, I'm not sure it's a Japanese obsession to just shoot at a war helicopter that clearly cannot be shot at, but yes, Krieger, you're always the one winning. Always, bruv. Yes. Yo, Krieger, did you hear when I was talking about this character called Matt in Never Crisis that is awesome as fuck? Like, he has a sword and a... Oh, I already told you about him in real life. Never mind! Let me play the game.
What the hell is this? Come on, let's get rid of this thing.
So normally before every fight in Never Crisis, you'd, like, you know, change your gear and materia and everything. But since we're doing, like, the beginning of the game with my ridiculously overpowered characters, then I can't really, I mean, I don't need to. But yes, there's supposed to be strategy in here, guys. Like, you're not supposed to just one-shot everything. I know I keep saying this, but again, I really love this game, and I don't want you guys to think that what I'm showing you tonight is what it feels like playing it when you actually play the game, because that's just not what it is. Cloud!
Take this! Is it dead?
It will be.
Yeah!
I fucking love that tune. Cloud!
That rusty bucket of bolts!
You two go on ahead.
Let's go, Tifa!
No! There must be something we can do! If we don't, then Cloud!
If we don't get going, we're all toast!
He's right. Go, Tifa. Cloud! You better not die! You can't die! There is still so much I wanna tell you! I know.
You're gonna be okay, right?
Yeah, right. We're fine, bruv. You worry about yourselves. I'll be fine. Take care of Tifa.
Alright. Hey, sorry about everything.
Stop talking like this is the end. It's mec, c'est un jeu qui est hyper basé sur l'histoire, tu vois. So yeah, I admit there's a lot of talking and cutscenes and shit, but this is what I personally love. And yeah, you know, it's like we were watching a movie together. And this one specifically, like the other two versions of the game, are a lot more. Like this is even more, you know, apparent. It's a whole bunch of like me just reading the cutscenes, because I'm doing the. So again, like the story mode is a tiny part of this game. It's like the visible part of the iceberg. It's not visible. You know what I'm saying? But normally there's tons of like combat content where there's no dialogue whatsoever. You just beat shit up. But that's not what we're doing tonight, because I want to show you guys the story so we can compare it with the other two. But yeah, it's a lot of talking. Yeah, no, but also it's getting late, so you can just listen to me ramble on and kind of like slowly go to sleep like a podcast, but with weird accents. All right? Sorry about that.
Right. See you back at Sector 7.
Let me go, Cloud. It's yeah, I was telling the guys Antonin before you showed up. Someday I might do a stream where I actually play this game instead of just doing the story, and you'll see that it's extremely different. There's a lot of, well, there's no blood because it's like PG 16 or some shit, maybe 13. But yeah, at least there's a lot of fighting and a lot of kuchlas. And it's actually really cool too. When you so a big part of this game is like trying to clear content before, you know, there's like events and shit, so there's fights you can only do for a limited amount of time, and trying to beat the hardest versions of those fights before they like run out and you can't do them is actually really hard, and you really have to fucking pick your brain about what I was telling you guys about earlier, with like which characters do you use, and then which you know, which weapons you equip, which materia. You have to really work out your strategy and shit. I've been getting, you know, huge fucking amounts of fucking dopamine shots by just clearing a fight I've been struggling on for for like an hour, and then you finally clear it after adjusting your strategy like 7 times without, you know, looking up a guide or anything. Like, you actually try and figure it out yourself. It's extremely pleasing. I really love... The reason I love this game so fucking much and I'm fanzoozing over here is clearly because of the story, but even beyond that, I actually really enjoy the fucking gacha side of it too. I'm sorry to admit, I've been clearing almost everything since day one, and I fucking love it. You're right. Can you hear me? Yeah. Back then, I only got scraped knees. What do you mean by back then? What about now? Can you get up? What do you mean by back then? What about now? Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself for now. Move something, anything. I'll try. Oh, it moved. How about that? Take it slow now, little by little. Low. I know. Hey, who are you? Hello, hello. It is Flower Girl, yo! Yes, we love Flower Girl! You okay? Yeah, where am I? This is a church in the Sector 5 slums. You just fell from above. You really gave me a scare, eh? I came crashing down? The roof and the flower bed must have broken your fall. You're lucky. Flower bed. This yours? Sorry about that. That's alright. The flowers here are quite resilient. Because this is a sacred place. Sacred? They say grass and flowers won't grow in Midgar, but for some reason these have no trouble blooming here. I love it here. So, we meet again. Again? Don't you remember me? Of course we remember. We remember, right? Yes! She's the Flower Girl! We love the Flower Girl! Although I really want to see what the dialogue is if we say you're the slum drunk, but I think that's what we did in OG. It was the same dialogue options, so let's go. Yeah, I remember, you were selling flowers. Oh, the Flower Girl. Oh, I'm so happy. Thanks for buying one of my flowers. Say, I feel like talking. Do you feel up to it? After all, here we are, meeting again. I don't mind. Wait here. I've got to check my flowers. I'll be just a minute. This is so... I love this game, yo! This is cute! This is fun and cute! This is fun in a cute way! Why am I taking this voice? I don't know! So one fun thing. In OG, Eris, in the English localization, was, well, localized as A-E-R-I-S instead of T-H. That's it. Fun fact. I thought you wanted to talk. Just a little longer. I'm almost done. Oh! Now that you mention it, we don't know each other's names, do we? I'm fucking Eris, the Flower Girl. Nice to meet you. The name's Cloud. Me? I do a little bit of everything. Oh, jack of all trades, eh? Yeah, I do whatever's needed. Hehe. What's so funny? What are you laughing at? Sorry, I just, Oh? I see you have some materia. You know what? I've got one too. Nowadays you can find materia anywhere. But mine is special. It's good for absolutely nothing. Good for nothing? You just don't know how to use it. No, I do. But I don't mind if it doesn't do anything. I feel safe just having it. It was me mother's. Company, huh? Ugh. Talk about bad timing.
If you were here last Tuesday, you know what's coming now. If you were not, the suspense must be killing you. I know, but before we go into the fight, I need to change my character's clothes real quick for immersion. This is all about immersion and not about you guys realizing that I had Ares wearing beachwear. It's got really good stats. It actually increases her magic attack. It's not a weeb thing, okay? It's a fucking strategic thing. Also, look, I can dress her up as a chocobo. How cute is that? Yes, but we'll just immersion. Immersion is important. So let's put her in a flower girl outfit. All right, let's go. You can see that I'm not bullshitting you. Because see that little symbol here with the eye? No, because my face is on top of it. But anyway, see? She's dressed in the flower girl outfit. While you can still see here that the stats are actually the swimsuit thing. So I was not kidding. The swimsuit is literally the best outfit I've got for her stat-wise in most fights. Situationally, sometimes the chocobo outfit is better, but it's very rare. And most of the time I just have her rocking the bikini for magic potency. Obviously. Glenn is like the main character of First Soldier, one of the other storylines you can play in this here game. And see, if you read through this little lore dump here, he's one of the Soldier P0 guys, so the ones Jesse was talking about. It all makes sense, y'all. Who are you? Cloud, don't mind him. Say, Cloud, have you ever been like a bodyguard? You can't do anything, right? Yeah, that's right. Then get me out of here, yeah, take me home. Okay, but I'll cost you. Okay, then let's see. How about if I go out with you once? I love it. Do you see that? He actually like looks at them and kind of like gauges them. Like, how much trouble are they? I'm sure I can kill anyone in Midgar, but you know, is one date worth? Yeah, fuck it. Sure, fine. He likes her. I don't know who you are, but I don't. You do. That's right. That uniform. Hey sis, this one's a little weird. Shut up, Shinra scum. So Reno, the red-haired dude, is one of the main characters in that game I was telling you about that never came out in the Western world, but that will eventually make it to Ever Crisis. He's not the one I'm most excited about, but it's one of those funny things. Sorry. Reno, what I'm taking out? I don't care, just grab her. It's one of those funny things where when I played OG7 for the first time, I was a kid, right? And I remember I loved a very secondary character that we haven't met yet in any of the free versions, so I'll not spoil anything. I'll just let you know when we meet her that she's the one I was talking about. And you know, now I can't for the life of me remember what it is about her that I liked so much when I was a kid. And yet I still have that, you know, that pull towards that character. Does that make any sense? You know what I'm saying? Is that sometimes, like, you can't remember the rational thoughts, you know, behind your appeal to something, but you still feel that appeal. And, you know, I think that's a really cool, like, glitch of the human brain. And it's one you can explore with Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy is fucking life. Stop it! Don't fight here! You'll ruin the fucking flowers! Cloud, the exit is back there. Let's go. Did you see that guy's eyes? Oh. Yo, you just stepped on them yourself. You're gonna catch holy hell. They're rude. In OG, like, Reno actually turned towards his footpads. And he was like, "You guys don't step on the flowers!" And then they said those exact same lines like, "You literally just did, motherfucker." Alright, yo, we're done with chapter 1. And we are almost caught up with where we were at in OG7 last week. So definitely not... Again, you know, going in, I thought we were going to do the whole 5 chapters. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's alright, we've got all the time in the world, don't we? All good in the hood. The hood being the Sector 7 slums. Eris's bodyguard. We have a little over 49 minutes to go. So we're definitely going to overtake OG7. Which is, again, it's totally fine. Well, as long as you guys don't mind. If you wanted to, if you've never played any of the 7s, and you were planning on, you know, keeping on, like, watching me stream, and you'd rather see the story through, like, remake for the first time, which is totally, like, I get it. This is 2024, and, you know, then, yeah, you might want to hop off now, because we're going to move past where we've gone with both of the other games. But we'll get there eventually in remake. Maybe next Thursday, who knows? Who knows? Matt! This is Matt! Matt! Krieger, Pelos, are you still here? This guy is the one I was telling you about. So this guy, when he fights, he has a sword in his right hand, and then a gun in his left, and he like... And then, you know, sometimes he like kind of like puts his, you know, like they do in the TV shows, except he still has his sword, like he holds his gun with his sword. He's so fucking cool. I fucking love this character. And he's like the super intellectual guy. Like you'd think with his fighting style, he'd be a bit of a bourrin, you know what I'm saying? Like a, but not at all. It's like super brainy. He's always like analyzing shit and stuff. He gets, you know, he gets a lot of like. His partners keep like joking about it, like, "Oh, you're the intellectual and shit." It's I love it. I love those characters. Well, that was you. We just saw. While evading Reno's gaze, the two make their escape through the church's rafters. This is a rocket engine, very clearly, which has. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I know. He looks exactly like... Well, you know, neither of you have hair, and you're kind of like military guys, and you're extremely cool. I mean, that's a lot of, you know, common points. Your eyes and skin colors are different, definitely, yes, but... and your uniforms, his is kind of cooler than yours, if I may say. But still, there's something here, it's kind of you, In a way that I'm kind of Barrett. No, there's a lot more similarity between you and him than me and Barrett. Me and Jesse, though. Now we could be talking. I'm sorry. Can I go on a quick tangent about this very, very obvious rocket engine here in the Sector 7 slums? Because the implications of that are interesting, right? It means that there's space travel in the Final Fantasy VII universe. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna go off on that tangent just now, because it's kinda long. I'll just tease you with it, and we'll talk about it on stream some other day. The teaser is that there is reason to believe that the Final Fantasy X and the Final Fantasy VII universes are the same. Not in a, you know, all Final Fantasies are linked through interdimensional rifts and Dissidia and some other, like, meta shit. Like, really, it's the same universe, just with a huge time gap. And 7 might be taking place like centuries after 10, or at least decades. That's all I say for now. We'll talk about it again on stream some other day. Let's play the fucking game. Should be able to relax a little now. This isn't the first time they've been after you. No. They're the Turks, a Shinra organization. They scout for possible candidates for soldier. This violently? I thought they were kidnapping someone. They're also involved in a lot of other dirty stuff on the side. Spying, murder, you know. They look like it. I like that, like, she said the same thing in OG, like, they look like it. They're literally wearing suits. And again, with the, you know, not so subtle commentary about 7 is very much about fuck you, capitalism! Like a dude in a suit, oh, he's definitely involved in shady shit. But why are they after you? There must be a reason, right?
No, not really. I think they believe I have what it takes to be a soldier. Maybe you do. You wanna join? I don't know. But I don't want to get caught by those people. Then let's go. Hey, Cloud. Were you ever in fucking soldier? I used to be. How'd you guess? Your eyes, they have a strange glow. That's the sign of those who have been infused with Mako, a mark of soldier. But how did you know about that? Nothing. Nothing? Right, nothing. Come on, let's go, bodyguard. Sorry, you can't read that. Let me read it for you. Guess it's time to get to work. Keep an eye on the time. Alright. There's something... I get kinda the same thing in Final Fantasy XIV when I just like farm content that's, you know... Like when I farm... This only makes sense if you played 14 and I'm sorry, but... When you farm fates, but that are at the level cap so that you're not level synced and so your item level actually, you know, works. Like when I farmed the Elpis fates with one of my free company mates and we just fucking bulldoze over the fucking things. You know, to the point where it's not even fun. Like, clearly there is no point in those fights whatsoever, because you just know you're gonna win it in half a second. There's still something deeply satisfying to me to just be like... you know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. Shit, which one did we just do? We just did episode 3, so episode 4, First Love. Oh my god. Now that is what I call a teaser, and we need to change the clothes again. Actually gonna hit this here button so that we change skills a bit. Maybe, maybe not. I don't really know. So this, what I just hit, recommended party. Well, I changed the clothes, I can explain that. So I was telling you guys about how a huge part of the game, when you normally play the game and not just go through the story, is making sure you get all the right setups so that you can actually beat the hardest content, right? And so you can do it manually, or you can just like ask an algorithm to sort of, well, you know, there's tons of games where there's the same shit, where you just click like optimize or whatever it's called, and it just gears you up so that you don't have to think about it at all. Except in Ever Crisis is very much, it works as long as you are clearly, you know, powerful enough for the fight not to be an issue. But as soon as you're trying to tackle content that is just at about your power level, then, at least in my experience, you very much need to do it manually. You can't just rely on the algorithm just doing it for you. And this, my friends, this is it. This is the point where we've never seen this scene in any of the other two versions on this here channel, because we stopped last week with OG7 just before that, and I'm way behind with Remake. So, spoilers from here on out. Again, if you want to see the story in the Remake version first, close your eyes! And stop listening to me, since I'll be reading everything out loud. And good night, and I love you, and thanks for coming. But if not, you can just stick around. It's the same story anyway. And it's not the same story, it's a different story. So it's worth watching me literally twice a week. I know. What else is there? Okay, 2 Sector 7's in there. Thanks. I guess this is goodbye. You're gonna be alright going home? But what if I say... Oh no! However, will I get home? In that case... then we're gonna take her home. Salut Antonin! Bisous à toi, dors très bien, merci. Sorry, I was just speaking in French, y'all. I was just saying good night to my mate Antonin. Thank you so much for coming, man. It really means a fucking lot. Thanks for saying hi in chat. You're the fucking best. I fucking love you, bro, and I hope to see you very soon. Sleep tight, bro, and again, thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. Good night, man. Good night. I'll have to see you home. Isn't that a little out of... Isn't that a little off the way? Yeah, I guess so. Foo. Hi, can we take a break? That takes me back. I can't believe this slide's still here. Hehe. Cloud, over here, yo. I'm good, thanks. What? You too scared? You a scaredy cat? You scaredy kitty cat, Cloud? Come play on the fucking slide with me, yo. Look at how cute this is. So, what rank were you? Rank? Rank? You know, a soldier. Oh, I was first class. Just the same as him. The same as who? My first boyfriend. Were you guys, serious? No. I liked him for a while, eh? I probably knew him. What was his name? This, you know, no spoilers, but this line right here. Just remember it, y'all. Just remember it, okay? It's gonna fucking come back and haunt us, is all I'm saying. That was still your spoiler, I'm sorry. It's not a spoiler, I'm just saying this is fucking powerful. What was his name? Doesn't really matter. He's already, Chocobo. And Tifa. Tifa? That girl in the cart was Tifa? Where was she going? She looked kind of, well, you know, odd. Let's go. Wait, I'm going alone. You go home. Whoa! Give me a fucking break. When did Cloud ever bring up Tifa in front of Aerith? Why was she... This girl is Tifa. Interesting. Also, check out Tifa's auto attacks if she has time to do one. No, she won't, before we fuck them all up. Never mind, we'll talk about it this first day, probably. I think the fights might not look quite as good, like, because of my internet and shit. I don't have the graphics on maximum, you know, performance setting, just I want it to be on the safe side because, you know, of everything. But they really do look fucking great. Like, to me, they look almost, you know, like proper Unreal shit on a modern console or modern, like, PC game. But you'll have gathered that I fucking love that game. Alright, see what they did there with this little, like, oh, the episode is called First Love. Does that mean that Aerith is Cloud's first love? No! First love was somebody else in Soldier. Aerith's first love. Alright, we'll mark it, yo. Boss guy. In pursuit of Tifa, Cloud and Aerith arrive in Wall Market, the slum's entertainment quarter. This lawless town, reeking of money and greed, is run by a man named Don Corneo. Don Corneo is not a vegan. He is therefore a bad person. Every night, he holds an audition for the next Mrs. Corneo, and Tifa has been escorted to his mansion to take part in the charade. I love that they read it like every single... Even those fucking assholes. Again, you'll see in the... when we go through those scenes in Remake and OG, that they are fairly secondary characters, but you know, they do look... They have a like distinctive look, and they actually went through the trouble of, you know, modeling them in this new Ever Crisis exclusive fucking art style. I love it.
Listen, the Don doesn't like men, so get the hell out of here. Hey, you got a cute one with you? How about it? Wanna have a little fun with the Don?
Hey, this looks like the Don's mansion. I'll go take a look, eh? I'll tell Tifa about you. No! You can't! Why? Do you know what kind of place this is? Then what am I supposed to do? You're not going with me? Well, being a man, that'll be pretty hard. Besides, if I bust in there, it'll cause too much commotion. But I just can't let you go in alone. Oh man! First, we need to find out if Tifa's alright. Huh? What's so funny, Aerith? Cloud, why don't you dress up like a girl? It's the only way! What?! Just wait. I've got a cute friend I want to bring. You'll fucking love her. Aerith, I can't... You are worried about Tifa, aren't you? Then come on, hurry! We're gonna have tons of cake! Oh, check this out. This is artwork for Sephiroth when he was young. 18 years younger than we've seen him in those year games. Wait, what am I doing? We've just cleared Wall Market, haven't we? Sorry about that, y'all. Just give me a second. I want to make sure that I don't, you know, start the wrong section. Yes. A merc's time to work. And again, we'll need to quickly change clothes. So this is a very emblematic, I think, time in the game. Again, if you've never played any of the any Final Fantasy version, this is, yeah. It's let's say it's you know, it's marked its time, if that makes any sense. And again, like I was saying, I guess it is, one could say that it's a bit of a shame to go. Yeah, it is Krieger, and we'll so well, I keep saying that, like every time I stream Remake, I feel like we're gonna get, you know, this far into the story, and then I realize how much stuff they've added, and we just don't move on very far with the story, right? But I think there's a good chance we'll reach this this point in Remake, and it's just so I actually, you know, I've never played Remake myself, but I've watched streamers play it, I've watched real life friends play it, and this is usually, it's not me actually trying to
always watch that section. It's just, again, I feel like there's a confirmation bias here, where there's, if you pick a random streamer that's playing 7 Remake, there's a good chance they'll be playing this part of the game, just because, well, you know, like, you've played OG, so you know, but yeah, it's even more, it's a thing, y'all, but we'll see it in Remake, hopefully this first day, and if not, probably next week on Tuesday. But yeah, so it is, again, you know, by very, what do you call it? It is necessarily, considering the exercise we're doing of playing parallel universes of the same game in 3 different versions, then you know, you are going to get spoilers for the other ones, since most everything is the same with tiny differences. And so yeah, Ever Crisis is the one where the story moves forward the fastest, which means that we are going to see all this first on this here channel in Ever Crisis. I'm cool with it if you all are, and again, please feel very free to just drop out if you want to see this in full modern 3D shit. And again, you don't even know, like, oh man. Let's just go, shall we? So, how exactly are we gonna do this? Anything goes in Wall Market, right? It's time to put you to work!
Looking for something, pretty lady?
Oh, it's you. Hi, do you have any jobs for us? We want to buy a gorgeous dress, but we can't afford one.
Need some girl? With your looks, you could make a fortune. But I can tell that's not what you had in mind.
I'll be doing the heavy lifting. I'm a merc.
America? Gotcha. Then how about cleaning up around here? Shinra's patrols have been a bane in my neck. Deal with them, will ya?
Hey, look, it's the grenade combatant there. We saw him in Remake. He was called Grenadier, which I think is a very cute name. It's halfway between, you know, Grenadine, like just a drink for kids, and then CS song, like a grenadier, like a grenadier. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna sing. Sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying, though. Grenadier is an extremely cute, like, work title. What do you do? I'm a grenadier. I'm a grenadier.
Hey, not bad. Alright, got another one for you.
Wait, what about our payment? You promised.
Did I? I never said it was just one job. You got a contract that says otherwise?
Eris, this is their turf. Let's just do what they ask. Well, okay, fine. One more, but for an additional fee, eh? Got it?
Ha! Merc, your manager's got some balls.
This is cute. Cornelius Colosseum. Or did we? Oh shit. Did we just do cleaning up? Probably, right? Because they were like, we've got some cleaning up to do, like take care of the Shinra patrols or whatever. Yeah, we're fine. Oops. Actually equipped her flower girl outfit, not just the skin of it. That's fine. I don't think we'll struggle with the fights.
Okay, talk. What's the job?
Save the best for last. You're gonna compete in the Colosseum. The reward's a whopper. If you make it out alive, that is.
Cornelius Colosseum, huh? Does have a big payout. Enough for a dress. Yeah, and whatever else we need.
You could buy the best dress on the market. I'll take you from homely to scorching hot.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, do you wanna be my guest on my stream, Numa? I'm open to anything. This here channel, yo, is the very beginning, and we can do anything. You can take it anywhere you'll wanna take it. Seriously though, all in due time, when I fantasize about the future, I figure, you know, someday we'll have like Nomura-san himself, and we can like sit down and talk deep lore shit. Yeah, no, I'm definitely open to the idea. And I don't know, Reshenth, my bro, if you're still around. Sorry, I don't want to put you on the spot, bro. But you know, you're an obvious candidate for that. So yeah, absolutely. Again, you know, we can do anything. I'm just starting, you know, trying to get my groove in and shit. But yeah, this will probably happen. Also, this summer, I'm having a little... What's the British word again? It's super cute, like, something do, where, you know, most of y'all are invited. All of y'all who've talked in chat, well, Lum, if you're still around, we haven't spoken about it, but you are absolutely invited. Anyway, I do want to, like, still keep on, you know, my regular stream schedule shit. And I kind of like the idea, so it's not like a proper having a, you know, hosting a guest on the stream type of thing. But I kind of like I like fantasizing about having my stream, but in a much more like fucked up kind of thing where all of you guys are behind me, kind of like just fucking around and shit, and it's just try to play the game, and you guys like just keep on messing with me or some shit. No, Krieger, you're just you fucking, you know, shooting yourself in the foot. Like you don't even need our help anymore. You're just throwing jokes at yourself, man.
You did good, Merc.
Here, you earned it.
He keeps getting thrown fucking, you know, like sacks of gill in his face. Yo, this is only half.
With the referral fee, entry fee, and the PR, what can I say? The expenses added up.
Be great for you even getting a cut.
Now that I've learned the ways of World Market, you two better watch your backs. Let's go, Cloud. Fuck this noise, Cloud. But yo, seriously though, Krigouz la lose. If you want me to host you as a guest on the stream, man, let's fucking set it up. It'll be good training for your English, you know. It'll help you with your exams in real life and shit. We'll win. I get a good looking man, you know, with a well built body, in front of the camera. You practice your English. What's not to love about that plan? Episode 1, a pretty friend. Like Krieger. In order to sneak into Cornelius' mansion, Cloud and Ares run around Wool Market. Until finally... Alright, so this ellipse right there is a whole part of both other games. It's very understandable why they did not include it in Ever Crisis, but yeah, we'll get the full version when we go through that part of the game in the two other games. Hurry, hurry!
Slow down. Sorry enough to walk.
Check this out. Cloud cross-dressed.
Soak it up. Do you want to save Tifa or not?
I brought my friend, just as promised.
Whoa! Damn! Your friend's hot as fuck too! Come in, come in! Two ladies coming through!
Lucia! Fucking love that character too. She's another one of the first Soldier crew.
We're nothing.
Are going from the dawn. We're here.
Tifa? Nice to meet you. I'm Iris. Cloud's told me a lot about you.
Thanks, Krieger. Thank you so much for being here, man, as always. You're the fucking best. Sleep tight. Yeah, you're the best viewer after Loom Loom. You're my second favorite viewer. Also one of my only, 1 out of 10 or some shit, but still. Love you, man. Sleep tight.
Cloud indeed. And you are, oh, you're the one who were with Cloud in the park. Right, with Cloud. Oh. Don't worry, we just met. It's nothing. What do you mean, don't worry? What would I worry about? No, don't misunderstand. Cloud and I, we grew up together, nothing more. Poor Cloud, having to stand here and listen to both of us call him nothing. Right? Cloud?
Fuck's sakes.
Cloud. What the actual fuck? Cloud, is this you? Why are you dressed like that? What are you doing here? Never mind, what happened to you after the fall? Are you hurt?
Slow down. Let me answer. I'm dressed like this because there was no other way to get in here. I'm alright. Ares helped me out. Oh, Ares indeed. Tifa, explain what you're doing in a place like this? Yeah,
I'll just plug my ears, yeah? I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks. What happened?
When we got back from the Sector 5 reactor, we saw a weird man. Barrett caught him and squeezed some information out of him. That's when the Don's name popped up.
I see. So you wanted the story straight from Corneo's mouth?
Corneo is looking for a bride, Every day he gets a free girls, chooses one of them, and then, Anyway, I have to be the girl for tonight.
Okay, now I follow.
But you shouldn't have tried anything this risky on your own. Sorry, yeah, but I overheard, eh? If you know the three girls, there's no problem, right? I guess so, but we have two here, right? No, Eris, I can't let you get involved any more than you already are. Oh? So it's alright for Tifa to be in danger? No, I don't want Tifa in... Is it alright? I grew up in the slums, you know. I'm used to danger. Do you trust me? Yes. Thanks, Miss Iris. Just call me Iris. I guess I don't need to ask, but the other girl is... me? Right? Of course. Of course, You know, you don't look bad if you don't look too closely. I wonder what Barrett would say if he could see you.
Don't even joke about it.
Okay, ladies, the dawn beacons.
It's, I feel like I should say... This whole bit might be... I always, like... I don't know. I always wonder how people who are not... You know... Has... I'm sorry, y'all. You didn't see that. That was definitely water. As well versed in Final Fantasy as I am... And you kind of like discover the whole universe like now, today in 2024, and so you see this whole thing. And I always wonder, like, does it read like super progressist? Or does it read like super heavy-handed and it hasn't aged well? I don't know. I know what I think, but I'm, you know, I'm always curious to hear. I've watched a lot of streamers go through this very phase, and I feel like the general consensus is that it's, you know, it's all in good fun, and the main takeaway from this extremely cringy, well, we haven't even begun the cringy part yet, but, you know, it's definitely, I feel like you could see it either way, especially if you don't know the rest of the story yet. So yeah, anyway, I'd be interested. Like, if this is your first time seeing this scene in any of its versions, and you're like, what the fuck is that? Fucking, you know, like, if you're shocked in a... If your sensibilities are hurt, I'd be very interested to hear you talk about it. Not to make fun of you or anything, but to actually have, you know, dialogue about it, like, to talk about it. Because it is, like, it's a lot to to get through. I'll be even worse in remake, because again, like, at least these are like cute chibi fucking figures. But yeah, this is some real cringe shit right there. Alright, what's Corneo's voice, y'all? Good, splendid. Now let's see. Which girl should I choose? This one? Or this one? I've made up my mind. I choose this healthy-looking girl. Wait a sec. I mean, please wait a moment. I love chickies who play hard to get. Yowza. You can have the rest.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Alright, that's not cringe, that's fucked up. Obviously. We're finally alone. Alright, pussycat, come to daddy.
Hey guys, we've got guests. We'll take real good care of you.
This is all thanks to the big boss, Don Corneo.
Well, ladies, are we all ready? I was born ready, Tifa.
Yup, there's a few.
Let's finish them quick and get back to Cloud. You got it. Fuck him up, girls! Here's the thing, is like they went really far into the fucked up zone. Bah, they're fine. They can literally fight alongside Cloud, who's literally huffed Mako for years just to get stronger, and they're pretty much the same power level. You know, they're gonna fucking beat the shit out of these assholes. Yeah. Man, you tricked me. Somebody get in here now. Sorry, Charlie. Unfortunately, no one will be coming to help. We just beat the shit out of every one of your fucking scumbag shit dogs, little foot soldiers. You're the ones from before. What the hell's going on? Shut up, we're asking the questions now. What did your assistants find out? Talk! If you don't tell us... I'll chop it off. No, Dad, I'll tell you everything. I made them find out where the man with the gun arm was, but that's what I was ordered to do. By whom? No, if I told you that, I'd be killed. Talk, if you don't tell us, I'll rip it the fuck off. It was Heidegger of Shinra. Heidegger, the head of public fucking security. The head of public security? Did you say the Shinra? What are they up to? Talk! If you don't tell us, I'll smash it. You're serious, aren't you? Oh boy. I'm not fooling around here either, you know. Shinra's trying to crush a small rebel group called the Avalanche and want to infiltrate the hideout. And they're really gonna crush them. Like, literally, by breaking the supports holding up the plate above them. Breaking the supports, You know what's going to happen? The plate will go like ping and then everybody's gonna go like BAM! I heard the hideouts in the Sector 7 slums. I'm just glad it's not here in Sector 6. They're going to wipe out the Sector 7 slums? Cloud! Will you come with me to Sector 7? Of course, Tifa. Hey, just a second. Why do you think scum like me babbled on about the truth? Because he's clueless, right? Let's fucking insult the motherfucker. Because you're clueless. Number 3, you're clueless. Close, but no cigar. This motherfucker. Alright, y'all. We just got past cringest. Yeah, it's not just cringe, it's really fucking messed up scene.
In the early game, at least. In the early game. Or it'll be the whole game, but you know. So, what's next? Well, for us, my friends, we'll keep on keeping on. So we'll be back next Thursday. Hopefully I'll have Starlink by then, which will make it a whole lot better internet-wise. And Thursday, as every Thursday will be for the foreseeable future, we'll be playing Remake. That being said, next Tuesday, same time as today, so 1 week from now, 3 hours earlier, we'll actually also be playing VII Remake. And if you all don't mind, so the 2 other versions, we just got the furthest ahead in the story of our 3 versions tonight with Ever Crisis. We're still ahead with OG in, again, just 3 hours. So what we're going to be doing, unless you all mind, in which case DM me and we can always change plans. But my plan, if that works out for all of yous, is that we're going to be focusing on Remake from now on until the 29th of February. So essentially all of February we'll be playing only Remake twice a week. So next Tuesday will also be Remake. Of course, I'll remind you of all that on stream on Thursday. I will see you Thursday. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, I went in kind of blind tonight, so I could not see how bad the internet was. I hope it was alright. And I hope I did a good job of not only showing you a tiny little bit of Ever Crisis, but I know I keep rambling about it, but it's really important to me, of emphasizing enough that what we did tonight is just a tiny bit of the game. And you know, there's a whole gacha thing behind it. There's tons of content. There's 3 different Final Fantasy VII games that you can get story out of. And this right here is Stamina. So again, if you've played a gacha, I bet that there will be some sort of, you know, same mechanism. Oh shit, I quit the... Anyway, there's I don't need to show you the screen. Let me show you just for completion's sake. This right here is Stamina. And so if you've ever played a gacha game, you probably know what this shit is. It's essentially like you only get, you know, to do that much content before you either need to wait, like actual, you know, real world time, or spend real money on. And the crazy thing about Ever Crisis is that everything we did tonight, I have not spent a single stamina point. So the story mode is absolutely free, and there's actually a lot of content. So all story content is free. There's a lot of content in Ever Crisis that does not cost any stamina, which is... I really sound like a commercial, don't I? I love this fucking game. I just wanna... I wanted to show you guys the story so that we could compare it, but I also really don't want you guys to think that that's all there is to the game, because it very much is not the case. Alright. We've also seen, I feel like we've strongly established that Ever Crisis' stake on the main Final Fantasy VII story is neither the remake nor the OG, which means we have a third, you know, version to look forward to. Nomura-san has very much, you know, hinted that that was the case. No obvious differences for now. There's little things. Again, I feel like that scene with Wedge in particular very much could not have happened in Remake. So there's, you know, already the little things that are ever so slightly changing. But this will, of course, build up. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys while we were doing the, you know, the fights that were not very interesting tonight, I admit it, was talk about the events that happen in Ever Crisis. I never got around to doing that. That's absolutely fine. We'll do it some other time. Again, we will be playing more Ever Crisis on this here channel, just not until Rebirth comes out, because I really want to wrap Remake up, if at all possible, before then. So, I will see you next Thursday. We'll be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I will see you next Tuesday, and we'll be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. And that's what we'll do all February long, and hopefully I'll have better internet. Thank you all so much for coming, as always. You guys are the fucking best. Thanks for talking in chat, everything. I fucking love you all. This is Morgan Zainon signing off. Be kind to each other, play more Final Fantasy, and eat less animals. Have a great night or day.